Hello, YouTube. Welcome into the start of another Let's Play for Civilization 6. I think this is the first time I'm playing China. I am the game mechanic. You may know that already. But I think this is the first time I'm playing specifically Kublai China. And I think he's a particularly powerful civ. I like none of this on its own is like, this is the most amazing ability. But like the combination of everything is quite good. This is a 7 Seas map. And I'm looking at this for our sort of initial setup. It's not a, like, you know, I'm thinking maybe Space Race. I know I've said that before and not delivered on it. But I kind of like this. This is a solid enough cap. Maybe Mausoleum is worth it here. It's a fair amount of dead tiles moving towards the coast here, but I think there are enough workable tiles in the cap to make this interesting. So I think I'm going to make this play. I guess we should have moved the warrior first. Flatland over here, not super exciting, although great wallable. Great wallable here. It's kind of a thing. The problem with this play is we don't have an amazing first tile. We could work this for growth. It's an 8-turn scout versus a 5-turn scout. 8 and 8 kind of makes sense. We should expand to this or this, which gives us a decent tile. We're probably going to have to buy out to the truffles at some point. I don't often like working that. This feels kind of bad, right? We have 4 food and only 2 production to start. But getting that second citizen a little bit faster, a lot of bit faster, is probably worth it. So I'm going to work the food. Weirdly enough. We could go towards sailing right away. I wouldn't mind some galleys. Now, it is 7 seas, so there's no guarantee that this galley is particularly good, right? It might just get walled off. We could go towards masonry as well. Kind of just want to go towards harbors. Although we'll need both of these. Let's start with sailing. Maybe get fishing boats. Also, we found a 4th fish, so Mausoleum looking kind of interesting. You go 1-3 always? Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I'm going to work the 2-1. Certainly feels worse. This is China, Kublai. But the cap looks decent overall. Barbs already. Gonna go ahead and move here and then here and try to force this away from my cap. I don't want to trigger a raiding party just yet. We found another river. So this river ends, and we've got another river. So a couple decent expands, assuming we don't have a super close neighbor. And I'm going to continue to kind of box out. Very nice river. Oh, no, you didn't, Vlad. This is just next up in our marathon, believe it or not. Hi, Akio. Hello, hello. Looks like a solid river. We are looking for potentially a Ruhr Valley. We could maybe settle the sugar. Looks like a decent amount of hills. Maybe not the best. So where does the scout go next turn? I worry that if I go here, the scout might move back and then be able to finagle its way towards our cap. I almost just want to stay on the tile that I'm on. It doesn't really progress in terms of exploring or dealing with this camp, which can give us a barbarian horseman, which is interesting. Johnny K with the 37 months. Thank you, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to stay put for a sec. Let it cross to the copper. Yeah. And then I'm going to explore a little bit up here as well. Because I'm just trying to box out the scout. I really don't want the raiding party. It'll slow us down even more. Again, we have a very weak tile to start with. So our start is particularly slow. But yeah, it should keep moving away. Nice. Nice. Copper settle looks solid. Potentially. Eats up all this stuff. Copper could be a nice Ruhr. I don't even know if we government plaza in our cap. I'm not sure what this game is going to look like. We'll see. It could be a decent scout unit early on, the Barb Horseman. All right, so we grow, and we get our scout. And then we go after another scout. Yeah, more production. Decent cap. Especially considering it's coastal. Yeah, this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want it to double back and find me. So I'm going to continue to box it out. It's super weird movement, but I think it's right. Grew to the food tile. Yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. Let's work these two. This is a decent combo, right? It's like working 2/2s and we get a little extra gold. Pretty happy about that, actually. The best would be if we can find a builder. Oops.
It is not
all right.
life.
Now we've got this pretty much dealt with. Keeping up with 5 chats is hard for your aging self. I'm just going to tech towards harbors. I think it's a solid place to start our game. I like the, you know, the trading post, Eureka type stuff that we have the potential to do here. We should also find horses before too long. That may dictate some of what we do. I guess we don't, there's really only that spot. That's probably horses, right? So that'll block our Artemis. Although this looks like a decent Artemis. I don't want to see this little exclamation point, so I'm going to put the camp. Horses could be around the scout too. Eleanor of England is a pretty early meet. Okay, so she's down below us. Hopefully she's over here and not like right underneath us. But it means that our next city probably wants to be on the copper. Solid land over here. Hopefully we have some nice rivers for Ruhr. She probably gets this kill now, which is a bummer. Yep. All right, so let's work towards our settler. Yo!
Just a few bits so I can unlock the next badge. I'm a sucker for simple validation.
Boston, speaking of feeling valid, thank you very, very much. Johnny, did I thank you for the 37 months, Johnny? If I didn't, I'm the worst. Thank you for the 37 months as well. That is a massive bit donation. Thank you very, very much for the 18 bits. You the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to have you all here. Happy Friday. I'm in a great mood today. Yeah. I didn't send her a delegation, so that might be on me. And she also met my warrior first, right? So it's not ideal. Solid land. We need to build a beautiful Colosseum on this one, I think. I'm gonna work my way down this way with the scout. Need to figure out where we settle our next city. I think it's on the copper. Can move to the copper next turn. Lots of sugar. Plantation Pantheon looking decent. What's the map type? This is 7 Seas. No city-state first meets is a bit of a bummer. Definitely a slow start. I don't mind it if we can have the land, right? Like, I don't mind a slow start as long as it... Like, if there's somebody right here, it probably puts a huge monkey wrench into what we're trying to do.
It is not wisdom.
Still no loyalty signs. That's huge. Let's put in our things for our scouts. We can run God King and urban planning. Extra economic policy slot is just amazing. It's very good really early, and then like kind of a little less amazing like in the kind of early waiting for mid game, and then it's ridiculous in the mid game and late game. Because sometimes you just don't have that many good economic policies. I do need to kill Barbs. I think I need to run discipline over survey. I didn't answer your question from earlier. What was your question from earlier? I missed it. Does the spawning of Bob start as soon as the scout finds your city, or does it go back to tell them the camp? Yeah, the alert happens. That means it's found your camp, and then it needs to go back and tell the camp to spawn. That's the way I understand it, anyways. Yeah, I think we go discipline for the Barbs. Like, I am healing for another turn, but actually I can start to move here. I don't want to invite her to come and explore me necessarily, but yeah. Massive flood here, and just missed it. Let's move here. And then here. So much sugar. Yeah, sorry I missed your question. Sometimes I do. I apologize if that's the case. But no harm in asking twice. Cheap suit. Wait, cheap suits? Cheap suits? Cheap suits? Is that like a bird call? Thank you for the follow. This looks like an amazing River Valley city to me. Look at the hills. Right? And then good growth. Possible dam, aqueduct, industrial zone type of a thing. Then we know nothing's really going to spawn on the floodplains. Hey, C-Train, how you doing? Sugar. Do, 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 do. Oh, honey, honey. No potential. It is a small map, so it's kind of unlikely that we're going to get the second continent. But yeah, 51 hills on this amount of land so far is kind of ridiculous. And we've got multiple Ruhr potential, I think. But I like the idea of maybe doing a space race here. Hello, Real ET. How you doing? Are you the Real ET video game or the movie? I feel like there's a high contrast. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Love seeing new chatters. Not to call you out on it, just wanna celebrate. The movie 100%. All right, I dig that. All right, they've got another scout. So again, we're a little bit... I might need to actually move up here and try to deter this scout from finding... Because I really need this settler to come down and settle here so that we don't get boxed in by Eleanor. Yes, That's perfect, Atlas. That's good enough. It doesn't have to have every little bit of info. Thank you for editing that. And it's good to have you back, by the way. It's good to see you, my friend. All right, good. It went the other way. Amber on our home continent as well. That's just such a good city. We need to get that. I don't really love... I guess I can clear this out with the scout. I want to go further and find this Eureka. I think I'm going to prioritize that. Oh, dear. All right. We're exchanging capitals. Whew. I could not do that and not invite her to come and forward settle me, but she's kind of brutal to find this early on. What is this war, or what is this builder doing up here for you? She's got all 3 of her home cities. She's only got 2. Does that mean there's a city over here? I don't love that. This makes me very sad. City-state, maybe? Finally? All right, now I kind of do need to fill this in so that I can figure out where I can settle to block her off, right? This might be her city. Oh, this might be pretty contentious. Let's play it out, though. Yeah, that is her city here. She just got a tile. Singapore, we find a goodie hut, and that's a first meet. A little bit shocking. Singapore, quite good. Two production for each foreign civilization you have a trade route to. We want to do that kind of stuff anyways, and that would pair really, really well with our Ruhr. Now, we're on a small-ish map. I'd love to settle a hill and set our southern border with her. Yeah, it's a crazy first meet given that she's right here and that we've already met Eleanor. Gives us a governor. Do I want to Suze here immediately? Could be pretty good if she decides to declare war on me in terms of pestering her. Also gives us a good amount of vision. How do I get this goodie hut? I suppose this scout now goes down this way and this scout comes over here and then maybe doubles back around her. Or do I just want to go... Yeah, see, this is so weird now. Because I can't get here in a turn. Or here in a turn. I suppose I will just go with this scout and then continue to bust this fog of war. Kind of weird. I'm still thinking this for our next expand. But I really need to prioritize filling up this land so that we can have a game-changing Coliseum right in the middle of this. Buy a horseman for the extra scout. I don't hate it. And I don't really want a hard tech astrology, even though I want to get to celestial navigation. I'm thinking I need archers now with her. She's got way better archers than us. But I'm a little bit scared now. We're about to grow to our third population. Wait. Never mind. Governor. Governor. What do we do with it? We have the Owls invite. Man. Awkward. I think I sit on it for a minute. I don't think I Suze here yet. Although we're going to give them a... They're going to get... I'm not going to be able to steal all their tiles, right? So I'm just going to take the Imani. I'm going to take Imani. I think it's worth. It'll also give us production once we unlock this trader, right? Assuming we can send this to a foreign civ. I missed my opportunity to send her a delegation. I don't mind the barbarian. I'm almost just thinking about another scout to go due east. Like the barbarian horseman kind of does the same thing. But I think I want the third scout. Dark Age incoming? Quite possibly. I really want to be able to plan our empire with this amount of vision so far. Got a barbarian horseman after all? Yeah, we sure did. Okay. Second settler. I'm worried about overreaching, but I'm also worried about just getting, like, having her put a city up here is really problematic for us. We're starting to see some loyalty from Eleanor wherever she is. And like a Colosseum right here is kind of insane. Like we can get another city down here. Obviously a city here for it. But then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this not being on a hill, but that could be doable. Maybe here. Starts to look pretty good. City 3 maybe here. Again, I'm really worried about inviting the war. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Something like that. Probably not specifically that, but something like that. The galley is tempting here. This does seem like a pretty big ocean, but I'd rather build the galley with maritime industries. So I think I actually go immediate. Well, I should really get the monument. Hey, Dorks, how you doing, buddy? We're going to essay for school today. Glad you're here. Good luck with that. Kind of miss school. Is that weird? If your cities expand into those squares, will they always exert that? No, because this calculation is being done without any loyalty pressure from me. So it gets pushed back a little bit once we settle and have a citizen there. So this is done. This is the current state of it, but it will change. Getting an envoy is interesting. We get the Sioux here next, which should give us a good amount of vision. Boy, I like that settle too. Suppose I could have gone here and maybe gotten a little extra vision and then had the same kind of move the next turn. Miss the structured aspect of school. Don't miss the papers and the deadlines. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. That's my mentality. There are a good amount of spots here for Colosseum. World made sense in school. Yeah, you get the schedule, you get the validation, you get all kinds of stuff. We got our foreign trade boost too, which is incredibly good. Very, 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 very good for us. I don't love this from her. There's our astrology boost and our vampires invite. Pretty happy to see that. I still want to find the horses before we go towards celestial navigation. All right, where does this scout go now? Towards Eleanor? This is just good land all around us, by the way. I'm excited to plan this empire in between videos. This or this? There's more goody hut potential this way, but again, we know Eleanor is somewhere around here. I guess I just need to scout Maya. It's a fairly large mountain range. Kind of clunky. Kind of clunky. This is a good settle too, by the way. I think I like this though. Goody hut's down here. Maybe our scout can go and get that. Where was the other one? Or had I not cleared it? Oh, there are two down here. All right. That's where the scout's going then. Just got closed borders already. Yeah, I really should have done this better. I could have revealed that tile. How much to just use Singapore? 200. Too expensive. Too expensive. If we can eventually get a city down there, it'd be kind of fun. They grabbed honey and stone, which is kind of great because I'm more likely to settle like here and try to want these tiles. This geothermal fissure is awkward. Doesn't really play well into that good of a campus. Healing in a floodplain's kind of monka. Here and then here. Or not. Thanks a lot. City state, maybe, hopefully.
If there are no dogs in heaven, every nation lives.
What is their quest? Writer. Great writer. Ah, we see an Eleanor city. So again, this is a pretty validating choice. Because if Eleanor settles here, we're pretty sad. Horses. No horses in the cap. There would have been. We moved. Hunza. Hunza with the first meet. Nice. We were hoping that this land would be somewhat open. This mountain range awkward, to be sure. Feels low pressure for that to be a city. Oh, it could be a city state, yeah. It could certainly be a city state. I suppose we could have the warrior come find out. All right, 2 turns until our monument. Really want to get this trader probably right after. Archery for potential defense. Or harbor for potential era score and district. Not sure. What kind of victory you're going for? Probably trying to into space. Not working on barbs at the moment, so I think we can switch back into survey, especially for these goodie huts that we can potentially get. Is it worth the Amani World Tour? Have we met other city-states? Would love to run this too. That's... Maybe that's the ticket, actually. Because there are two goodie huts, so that should give us a level there anyways, right? Like this is... Oh, yeah, Hunza. We did just meet Hunza. I think I'm going to sneak this in and get a couple galleys out. It'll eat up our gold per turn a little bit, but I think it's okay. Really like to get the trader too, obviously. I don't get the Singapore bonus. Amani World Tour might be worth it. Just like grab the Hunza Sues right away. I don't even want to risk going through. I think I'm actually going to bring this scout down and try to go through here. And then, yeah, we'll Sues Hunza. Not going to try to go through or around. I want to get this. Yeah, it's a pretty fishy capital. So we get a couple extra gold per turn. We start with 2/2 tiles. Not going to go with a holy site, I don't think. We could build our trader here. Still probably worth the monument. I wouldn't mind buying the sugar tile either and letting them grow. They have a bunch of 2/2s to grow into, and part of this city's job is to establish loyalty borders for us. Try to go Dark Age again. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oftentimes I feel like I don't have that ability. And again, loyalty is kind of a big deal. Yeah, I think this is her city over there, but... Pretty awkward scouting. Let's move this. All right, so a couple galleys. You can set it to auto delete your pins. Awkward scouting, but hopefully gets better from here.
The Pantanal is the most...
Interesting. So that is indeed one of her cities. We've got a wonder over there. Look at this Ruhr. This is a Ruhr. It's a ridiculous city. State workforce is a solid get for us. I don't know exactly when I'm getting my next district. Harbor on the table, but we don't have them teched yet. She likes us. Do we friend her? So she's got a city here, a city here, a city here. And she's got one more city somewhere. Possibly over here. If she likes us, yeah, the archers are pretty scary. So is her forward settling us and just ruining our empire by throwing a city like, you know, she could throw a city like somewhere stupid in between us, right? Like somewhere real stupid. I think we'll do it for now. And I guess we risk losing some very, very valuable land. I don't know where that scout went. Is it here? How dare you suggest the AI settle in a foolish, aggressive fashion? Trollolololol. Yeah, this is what I was thinking happened here. She wanted to settle the Wonder, which will be a great holy site for her. But the reason there's not a lot of loyalty pressure is the city doesn't have fresh water. Should be able to get open borders pretty cheap from her. Next turn we get Hunza. We're already avoiding the dark because we went with the galley and stuff. So we get Hunza, they get Incense. Triple continent, by the way. This is all three of our continents on a small map. It's pretty solid. There is a goodie hut over here. I suppose we'll go grab that. I could still see getting a city down here and really boxing her in. Wow, she has luxuries. Luxuries up the wazoo. It's not my first choice for luxury placement, but I'll, you know, to each their own. Love this border city. This was huge. Now, she's likely to get some sort of coastal up here that could kind of be annoying. She's on a... Oh, yeah. She's not on our continent, is she? She's got, like, gypsum and stuff. Can get a warrior here pretty cheap. Gives us our promotion. think I'll get it next. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be hills, but we'll bring this scout in here and scout her out. All right, her other city's down here, which is good for us. Hopefully we get enough time to do the things. I'm very interested in buying this trader. So I'm going to. Singapore is solid. Probably just go to Liverpool. Both of them get us a trade route through our city, which is fantastic. Could also go to Hunza. A little bit risky. The barbs could be a thing, and we know there's a barb scout over here. That seems a little too risky for me. Liverpool, slightly less gold than Singapore. But I think this is pretty good. All right, so don't get frustrated. This happens where the AI likes to sit on your goody hut. It's a fine place to sit. You can go through it. Just make sure that your preview includes the goody hut tile. So we grab 20 horses. We'll sell them to Maya. I think we're hard-teching archery. Don't see myself getting the Eureka anytime soon. I also am kind of just interested, because we're friends with her now, I'm super not interested in, I'm not as interested in the archers, frankly. Wow. This is exactly how I feel about Maya. You're such a good science civ that you get a +0 campus and then can build a holy site. That's Maya in a nutshell. That's, yep. That's exactly how I feel about Maya. Might as well go holy sites. Oh, just the worst. It's not a +5 campus. It's not a +5 campus. Not for Maya. That's my point. That's my whole point. You get way worse campuses than if you just were a normal civ. No, it's okay, Jarizi. It is an easy thing to forget about. But that is exactly my complaint about Maya. $17 of 25. Looking more like a golden than anything else, I think. She is at war with somebody. We don't know them yet. We'll probably meet them. There's a goody hut up here. Do I go for it? Or do I just go this way? I think I go for it, right? All right, what are we working? Yes, yeah, that's fine. This builder will be nice. We'll get some fishing boats going. The alert said Byzantium. Ooh. Hostile. Hostile. We got the Alpine promotion now, so we should be able to fog bust pretty easily now. Let's heal a bit before we head out. Yeah, for a small 7 seas map, to have this much land is quite ridiculous. Yep, there's Byzantium. Battle of the Holy Sites. I'm glad I'm not going for religion. Do I send him a delegation? Probably. Scary person to see on a small map? Yeah, no doubt. But I'm glad they're occupied already, right? Again, we're going to heal a bit with our galleys. Actually, this, you know what? Oh, I already lost my movement. Shoot. I should have flip-flopped this, gotten the galley into the city for better healing, because this one's healthy enough to head out. So that's a bit of an oops. Shouldn't be a lot to explore up here. I'm much more interested in finding out what's going on here, but we might have a... you know, the ability to get to another continent here and then go west. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm still going to move into the city center and heal. I'm a turn behind now in healing, which is kind of a bummer, actually. I remember asking you this, so I will ask. Any interest in playing CPL, multiplayer, or FFA? Not really, no. I built my community around sort of Deity and single-player stuff. I like multiplayer Civ. I think actually Civ 6 is a beautiful platform for multiplayer. But I don't really like Restart Simulator. Well, that's not true. I love Restart Simulator. I don't really like... just waiting lobby simulator is what I mean with multiplayer stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I think the stream quality, like I've done plenty of multiplayer streams in the past, but I think my stream quality goes down quite a bit because my chat engagement, like I'm too competitive. I get into it and I don't talk as much, and I think that's kind of what's for sale. Gotta head down here. Have the ability to grab a Pantheon. Let's go ahead and take this movement. Yes! City-state up there. That should be a first meet. That could be more Amani World Tour stuff. And we've got Pantheon choices. Let's make all these choices offline. Twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. We'll probably do some city planning as well. Maximize some Coliseum within here somewhere. Stop on by. Thank you for watching, YouTubers. I appreciate you. See you in the next one.